We have a problem. This might be the end. So I managed to manually reinstall the pack because it wouldn't let me uninstall it properly. Backed up all the saves. Let's see how this works. I'm a little nervous because if this doesn't work after reinstalling the whole mod pack, then I can't think of anything working. Oh god, everything's loud. I need to fix it. And everything's weird. Absolutely not. Okay. I haven't put the save files back. I'm just gonna try. Okay, this is a better sign already. I have like every movable appendage crossed right now. But last time I didn't even make it this far, so I'm pretty confident, but you know, still a little bit nervous. Please work. Don't crash. Don't crash. Woo! Okay. We're good. The clouds look different. There have definitely been updates. Alright. Let's go test the other world. The main world. Alright, so the save files are moved over. I'm really hoping that none of the files are corrupted. Specifically, I really hope that the Let's Play file isn't corrupted. Please load the game. Okay. Okay. Please work. Okay, so far so good. Oh, that made me nervous. Oh boy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, okay. Okay. It feels kind of nice to be back in here. It's been a long time since I've loaded this game, as many of you have reminded me. And for that I apologize. There's been a lot of things going on in life. A lot of things went wrong with the making of the previous episode. What I'll end up doing is just putting in clips of it, because I have basically edited it 2 times over, and every time I finish it, Adobe Premiere Pro updates and kills the footage. The most recent one removed all voice audio. So yeah, that's kind of a problem. That's a sparkly spider down there. Look at all sparkly spider. Twinkle twinkle, little nope. Alright, so I'm gonna hope that this little clip actually manages to survive. There's no guarantee that it will. So yeah, I guess I'll show off some of the stuff. You can kind of tell just from my hotbar that progress was made. A lot of stuff was done. I can't even remember everything that I did, to be honest. And then we'll get back into the swing of things here pretty soon. I do plan on playing some other stuff as well. TerraFirmaCraft is definitely not going to be the only thing that I work on, because I can't seem to always stay with it. I come back to it, but I just eventually hit a point where I'm like, nah, I need something different. And that's a thing. So enjoy seeing the little clips of what I did last time. I'm not gonna make it too long. I'll just basically show you little bits and pieces here, just to give you an understanding of what all went down. So I hope you enjoy. So you'll see it says bronze mine. I changed that during the stream. It originally was where the rich sphalerite marker was, and I've changed that to bronze mine because I just so happen to find tetrahedrite along with the sphalerite. But if we just go right over here, so if we go in and take a look, you'll notice all the cobblestone from cave-ins from me doing things improperly. It happens a lot. All of this area was filled with sphalerite. All the parts in the walls that are broken was sphalerite. The parts down here, all of this, that was all sphalerite. I'm sitting on a metric ton of sphalerite, and it's all rich. And then in here too, look at this. All of this, and there's still some in here. This was all rich sphalerite, so I found the vein. And there's still more to go, and a lot of it is in the ceiling, which means I'm still going to be going upwards. And I started down and I've been making my way up, which is really honestly not the way you should do it. You should go up and then down. So I guess it's actually going to be up higher then, more than likely. Unless I was smack dab in the middle already. So right here is part of the very large sample that I've been finding, which means it might be right above my head. So let's try that. Ooh. This is also where things can get a little bit extra risky. That should have been, what, 3? I believe that was 3. See if smart moving allows me to do this and jump onto the ladder. It sure does. Oh. There we go. So that should be 1, 2, 3. And it's a large sample. Okay, so that's a large sample up there. And that's a very large sample. So basically, we're sitting in it. This right here is the very large sample, so it's basically all around us. It could be just a little bit below, not by much though. So let's see exactly where this should go. Just to show the cave-in range, I missed a bit while I was mining just out there, in that little hole that I showed a little bit ago, and the cave-in not only touched this area, it hit here and into the ravine. So if you have anything out here, it can fall in. Even though you have a couple support beams, those support beams can be broken because of a cave-in that you create 20 blocks away, 30 blocks away. So be very mindful of that. Make sure everything stays supported. Make sure that you're doing things in a safe manner, or you're going to cave in your entire mine. So just something to keep in mind. So without further ado, I will go ahead and move on to the rest of part 7. A lot of progress will likely be made between now and then, because like I said last part, I want to make sure that I'm getting as close to the Iron Age in this episode as possible. So I'll see you in just a minute. I found an area of bismuth. So there was, well, I'm not going to go all the way up there, but there was an area of blob. I've passed it a couple times, and there's 2 little pieces of small bismuth next to it, and I decided, well, I haven't been able to find a sample all the way up there using the Pro Pick, so I dig straight down for quite a ways, and I find some bismuth. And I've been doing a little bit of prospecting. It still shows, oh, well, that shows amber. It shows very large bismuth, but in other areas it's showing just large, so this probably isn't the bulk of it. Also, there's quartzite right here and along this part of the wall. Bismuth doesn't spawn in quartzite, or doesn't generate in quartzite, so it's probably a little bit below and this direction based on the way that I've been prospecting, but there's still plenty around here. And I thought I'd take the opportunity to kind of show how I do some of this stuff. So I kind of sectioned off this little chunk here, not like a chunk, the 16 by 16, but so I put up the support beam just so that things wouldn't cave in, and then from this spot I went over by 4 so that I can make the max range of this. Then I did it again, and then I turned, and I did the exact same thing, turned again, same thing, and it just makes a square. And then what I like to do is, I've shown this off before, but I like to try to get little pieces of the smooth stone, so I actually have use for that later on. But the best way, because I'm not going to be mining the ceiling much, and I'm not going to be mining the floor much unless I deem it necessary, so the top layer and the bottom layer is basically useless to me. I'm not going to be getting the smooth stone out of it, so what I'll do is mine out the entirety of the top section and bottom section. And look how much bismuth is in here. This is amazing. But yeah, just take out the top and bottom section, and then I'll try to find as many central points within the center section that will get me the most smooth stone per break. So that way I'm still saving the durability of the pickaxe. Not like I really need to, because this pickaxe is 6.2% multiplier on it, so it's really starting to add up. And this pro pick has a 6.8, so it's getting bigger and bigger. But basically, I'm going to mine out this entire section, and because of the way that I sectioned it off, this will go 4 blocks across, which gets to here, and this goes 4 blocks across, which gets to here. So this whole little chunk here is going to be supported without any concern. So I'm going to mine out this whole area, and I will maybe show a good little example of what I mean, but who knows. There's lots of bismuth, and that's the important thing. We are definitely going to have enough bronze by the end of this. That's also probably going to be the majority of what is shown in this episode. It has been a week now since my last upload. This particular recording bit is being done a few days after the last one. I've been slammed at work, and it's very stressful. I've had very little energy when I get home, so I haven't been doing much recording because no one really wants to watch that. Some low energy dude just sitting there like, and here's this ore, and yep, have a good day. No, I'm not doing that. If I'm gonna record, it's gonna be because I'm in a decent mood to, or I'm panicking and trying to upload a video at the last second, one of the two. But generally the first bit. But yeah, actually, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity. Let me finish out the bottom portion here, and then I will show you the central mining, I guess, if that's something it could be called. Okay, and there we go. So it does leave this floating portion of stone, which generally wouldn't really work in TFC very well, but because we have all these support beams, it's totally fine. You don't have to worry about it. And I do recognize that I'm about to be upset with the little bit of water and food in my belly. But to show you what I mean, let's find an area like right here. So if I take out this piece, and then I take out this piece, then I take out this, and it just removes that. Each one of those removes 2. That's going to remove 2. Let's do this one, because that's going to remove 2. I'm actually going to do that one, because it'll remove 2. Then I can remove this central piece, and that'll pop those out. And then right here, we'll move all 4 of those. So you do end up saving a bit of durability if you're not going to be mining out the top and bottom. If you are going to be mining out the top and bottom, do a little bit differently, maybe, because it'll help out. But this is perfectly supported, a nice square here. It's pretty easy, and we've gotten... Ignore the small bismuth, that's from samples from before. We have 12 pieces plus the remaining bits in here, so definitely this was not the large sample. Yeah, see, this is still showing large. Oh dear, there's a lot of nothing of interests going around. I'm gonna have a lot more. Actually, it's probably because I just mined out so much. Maybe this was the large sample, or the very large sample. Oh dear. I'm going to do some more prospecting, and we'll see how this goes. This might be the bulk of the ore here. The very large sample very well could have been this, just because that's how much was in this area. So we'll see, and we'll see if I can find anything more. Be back in a bit. Okay, so after burning through almost this entire pickaxe, doing this, and finding literally... what was it, 2 pieces of bismuth down there? Yeah, I decided to dig a little further, and by a little, I mean a lot further. What did I find? Lots of large samples. Lots and lots of large samples. But wait. As we near the bottom and receive more large samples, we get a very large sample, which means that up there was just one vein, and down here is another. And if I can draw your attention to this mess, we're nearing a cave. So, digging straight down is about to get a lot more difficult. And by difficult, I mean more dangerous. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. Okay, I still have ladders, good. I have plenty of wood to continue making the ladders. That was, what, 3? 1, 2, 3. and it's basically going to be doing this. I know I said that the next thing I was going to do, 5, 6, the next thing I was going to be doing was essentially skipping ahead to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Was skipping ahead to making the bloomery, but I wanted to show the fact that it isn't always what it seems to be. And to always keep trying to find more. Why does that now say large? Are you kidding me? Oh dear. And that's a large, and that's nothing. And that's a very large. Okay, so it's... Oh, this just got weird. So is it this way? Well, it's definitely not that way. Okay, so 12 blocks this way is the next thing that I'm going to be doing. At least until this is broken. At that point, I'll just go back and make all the ingots. I haven't found a whole lot. It's been like a stack, almost 2 stacks of bismuth in total. I really hope that's enough. It should be enough. I really hope that that's enough for the entire 32 ingots of bronze that I need to make. I have 11, I think? We'll see. I'm not doing so hot on the diet train either. The crops are growing slowly. I'm trying. I just realized how lucky I got with picking this spot right here. So I set up my support beam. Sorry if I'm suddenly really quiet. It's almost 2:30 in the morning. I'm very tired. I totally don't have work tomorrow. So I found that right here is where the very large sample starts. So I dug all the way out here, and it ends here. So there, and then large sample. So I went just a little bit out over here, very large sample, and then over here, very large sample. In fact, I'm actually gonna move this torch there. Cool. So I found the halfway point, which is pretty much here, which is right in line with this corridor. The only thing I haven't done is gone up or down. I know it's going to be down. So basically right here is where the bismuth mine is going to be, only down there somewhere. Now I only have about 14, technically 15 uses left on this pick. So what I'm going to do is just go straight down. The thing is though, is if I do that, I'm not going to be hitting it. I have to go to the central point. So let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. Cool. So it's 2 sets of 12. That's actually really interesting. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So right here, this is our halfway point. What I'll do actually is just put it right here, because that makes sense. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it's in the general vicinity. And so we will slap a ladder down. Also check the Y level right over here where this bismuth bronze sword is right there. The Y level is 63. Normally, vanilla Minecraft, that would be C level. In TerraFirmaCraft, that's very, very far down. To give you an example, the home waypoint, let's see, it is at Y160. Normally that's up on a mountain in vanilla, but we are not quite in a mountain, we're just around them. So now that we found the halfway point, I didn't know you could do that. You could extinguish your torches by using a... That's an unnecessary feature, but it's an immersive feature, and I respect that wholeheartedly. Anyway, going down. I don't have a lot left on this pick, but look. Look. Instant bismuth. Look at that. The prospecting always pays off, if done properly. I love it. I love it so much. I don't have many ladders, but I have plenty of wood to make it. I'm finding more bismuth immediately. I've totally not been counting the blocks that I've gone down. Let's do... So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Does it matter? Look at this. Does it matter? Holy hell. This is amazing. We found it. We found the oh my god, I'm sleepy. We found the vein. unquestionably, we found the vein. Oh, I didn't show this off. Look at this. I don't think I showed this off. I have a chest plate. I did not forge this. I killed a skeleton. Did I show this off? It was a few days ago. I don't remember. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna actually light these torches and let me show off this ore, and then I'll go to sleep. Here's the bismuth that we have right now. This wee little bit. I totally did that wrong. This wee little bit. But seeing as how I need less bismuth than I need anything else, along with all the sphalerite that we have and all the copper that we have and the access to these things that we have, it's okay. We're gonna finish this off. And I do have 11 ingots. I was right. Technically we're gonna have 12 because I need to make a new pick. But I will see you tomorrow night. Okay, so I used quite a bit. I ended up using some regular tetra. I even used some poor tetra, all the regular bismuth. I think I used some of the small samples. I don't remember which ones I used. Quite a bit of the regular this stuff. Should have touched that, but I didn't. Barely touched my sphalerite though, to be honest. This was the same amount. It looks like it maxes out at 3,000 units, which is honestly perfectly fine, because I don't really need that much. Just doesn't hurt. Still doing okay on charcoal. The only downside is how long this is going to take for everything to pour. So we'll just start kind of trying to rush it. Hopefully most of our ceramic thingy doodles, the molds here, actually stay intact, because they do break on occasion. So I'm trying to be a little careful with that, or as careful as I can't really be careful. It's more of an RNG based thing, but you know. That's how it goes. See, that's down to yellow still. And we do have flux, though maybe a little bit more wouldn't necessarily hurt. So let's do this. Toss you in. We're getting into the orange range. Ooh, I didn't mean to scan anything. Let's see, yeah, I have plenty of marble, which means I have plenty of flux. I also have dolomite. I might leave that. So let's do this. I have a stone hammer because I don't really need anything beyond that at this point. I do have the bismuth hammer, so it's all fine. All right, and you, toss you in just to make sure I have enough. Ooh, there we go. Pull you out and pull you out. Trying to go pretty quick here because I need to be doing a lot of welding. Oh, that's gonna take a second. And let's put you... Stop that. Let's put you in there because I need you to be kind of hot. There we go. I'm basically going to do this until I have enough stuff to work with, you know. So, like I said before, it takes a while. BRB. Okay, so, bright side. I haven't run out of coal. Or charcoal, rather. So that's very good. Downside, I'm pretty much just going to, and there's not much I can do about it. I'm gonna have to do the thing, and then I'll be able to... Oh, I had to pull some from this. So I'm gonna go do the acacia wood thing once this is all nice and hot. I'll make some charcoal pits, possibly just one monstrous one, and then once I have the charcoal to work with, then I will come back, finish the job, and be done with it. I do have plenty of sycamore wood here, but I'd rather just kind of do the acacia forest thing that I was already planning. Sun's gonna be going down, so I'll probably wait till it's coming up to go run out and start that. And it's gonna be a project. It's definitely going to be a project. Why is... There we go, that's what I was wanting. Oh, because they stack in stacks of 8. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Let's get this hot. Okay, so the next thing you should see is either wood chopping or charcoal pitting, and then we'll be back with that. Yes. You know, I probably could not have picked a more dangerous area to do this, because every time I hit a zombie, it attracts every zombie in the area, which just creates a cycle. But you know what? It's alright. It's cool. I got this. Or something. Every single one of these log piles is filled with an entire stack of 16. So I'm hoping that this is enough. I do need this cow to move, though. And we will throw this on here. Oh, that was a perfect time to lag, wasn't it? Oh boy. I can't really leave this spot just yet. Come on, come on, come on, light. Perfect. It didn't work. Why didn't you work? Okay. I'm in a really bad spot right now. Okay, back. I'm gonna go back to the ocean. I think I have a boat in my inventory. Acacia forests are exceptionally dangerous because they're so dark. There's a lot of shadows, so there's a lot of anger, death. You know how it goes. I'm just gonna... Oh boy. Oh boy. Squid. Okay, so I just fought my way back through the forest. It's daytime now, been some creeper explosions, been a rough time, you know how it is. Do you hear that? Hmm? The sound of crackling. And if you look closely... Oh no, that was the torch. I went to dig this up because it was clearly wrong. But that happens. Which means it is still going on. It's a thing. It's happening. Tree spiders. I knew they existed. But I'm a little concerned because... Or not controls. Where's my particle effects? Yeah, particle effects are on, but they're not displaying. So this has been working. I just kind of have to sit around and wait, and then dig it up and hope that it's actually done. So this is it's honestly a little annoying. The sword is almost done for, so I might end up processing a little bit more. Ooh. I think he's done. I think I'm going to start processing a little bit more bismuth whenever I get back. And I'd like to make a few more weapons. I have that extra double sheet. Or I do have an extra double sheet. I don't think I showed that. So I'm going to make a new sword out of that. I'd like to make a new warhammer. I'd also like to make a chest plate. I think, because this copper one is only going to last for so long. Actually, I think one hit and it's going to go away because it has a bit of a bug. Oh, no. Now the durability reset. I'm not really sure what's up with that. That's a little bit bizarre. That happened on a stream before, and then it disappeared anyway, so I think the numbers are just a little bit off. But I'm probably going to make a bismuth bronze chest plate, something to that effect. Not really sure. We'll see. For now, though, I think I'm going to hide right in that hill. Is it done? Is it ready? Yay! Oh, it's ready. Oh, I'm happy. It's been like, I don't know, 15 minutes, something like that. I watched a couple episodes of Love, Death, and Robots. You know, that show I was talking about. I guess a little bit ago for you. Again, not for children, not for children, not for children. Just watch the Ice Age episode though, if anyone's curious as to where I'm at in the show. I'm almost at the end of the released episodes. Bittersweet. Okay, let's dig this up. I've gotten plenty of charcoal. Look at all this beautiful stuff. Ooh, not the coins. And I'm gonna do the thing now. I have all of my ingots right here. We're gonna get them nice and toasty warm. Actually, you know what? Right there isn't that bad of a spot, and I'll just move that there. Cool. Cool, yeah, liking that. So we're gonna do this number, and we're gonna start pumping it up, and then we're gonna get it nice and hot, and then we're gonna hammer it all together, and it's gonna be a great time. I need to stop recording in the middle of the night. I really, really do. Alright, though, on a less sleep-deprived, serious note, even though it is still 3 a.m., I just want to go over quickly, in case I haven't already done so, because I can't remember, how this works. So, basically... I get all these double ingots, which is just welding the two regular ingots together at a certain temperature. You've seen that 100,000 times by now. At that point, I will then hammer that into a regular bronze sheet. Once that is done, oh god, there's so many different recipes in here that it's not gonna ever find it. Once that is done, oh, right here, bronze sheet, and then you take that, you take two of those actually, and you weld them just like the ingots into the double ingots, and you make your double sheets. And that is what we are working towards. Once those are done, and we have 8 double sheets, we can then make the bloomery, and that is just like that. Very simple recipe, very, very easy to do. Look at all that steel, oh my goodness. Oh boy, that was getting close, huh? Okay, all right, be careful of that. So we're not welding, we are hammering. So we do this, we go to a sheet, and it all has to do with actual punching, so that's pretty cool. So we could do hammer, hammer, hammer. Oh, I missed it. Missed it again. There we go. Oh boy, I'm not that great at this. Okay, but you get the picture. I hope. It's basically a very, very heavily repeated process of me doing this over and over again until I eventually get it all right. There we go. And that's all we do. I got this down to a science now. I've done it so many times. You just do shrink up till it matches that line, bend twice, medium hit twice, light hit, done. Now I need to heat all of these back up, then weld them into those, and then we'll be done. Oh man, I just watched the last episode of Love, Death, and Robots, and I am a little emotional. It was really good. Very good. I also want to check on this. I made some leather, so this is all done. So let's cool off the last bits of the bismuth bronze double sheets here. I do still have a standard sheet left over. There we go. 8. We have 8 sheets. And with that, we have the bloomery. There we go. Bloomery's done. Basically, it'll place against a wall. I'm not doing all that right now. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm going to bed. I have work tomorrow, etc. Blah blah blah. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. We have the bloomery, which means next episode we start working on iron. Do please answer the question I asked earlier, though. Do you prefer seeing large skips to show as much progression as possible per episode, or do you prefer if I just kind of relax and just kind of take it slow, do a nice little recording session, just do as much as I can in the meantime, and call it done? Also, harvested the squash, or not squash, pepper, because I was starving, and that's done. Waiting on a few other things. The watermelon is going to be a huge benefit, but I'm struggling for food right now, absolutely, so I'm gonna have to probably go hunting pretty soon. But that is it. Ooh, and those are growing, look at that. That's it. I'm calling it a night. I'm calling it an episode. I'm going to sleep, and then tomorrow I'll do some editing. Yeah, have a wonderful night, and in episode 8 we'll actually get iron. We have all the limonite. We got this. I'll see you then.